You mentioned the domestic abuse, but before we go into that, you mentioned that you had a circumstance or event happen in your 8th grade or something like that.
Yeah, like because I never told my mom that my dad hit me. I thought it was something that she knew based on like how like always something would happen, and I knew I would get, a whooping from my dad. But I was late walking home to school. I was just hanging out with friends after school, and my dad, I guess he was going to be late to go to work, which I don't understand how that, whatever. Maybe he's just...
This in America?
Yeah. Maybe
Gainesville, Florida?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm born and raised here.
Born and raised here?
Yeah.
Which high school you went to here?
Private school. I went to Oak Hall. For high school.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you. Yeah, that is the school. I read your thing saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can talk about that, but
no, we don't want to talk about the old East Side G's. This is public education over here, but nothing against Oak Hall, man. Oak Hall Eagles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And he was gonna be late for work, which I guess maybe he just wanted to make sure I made it home, right, safely, and then for him to go to work. I can take that. But I didn't walk home, so he picked me up, and then he like got home and beat me with a belt, and it hurt really bad. And I think it was because he was about to be late. So for him, his let out of anger and frustration was much harder than what it normally was. And I called my mom and I told her.
You got to control. He lost his temper a little bit.
Yeah.
And he beat you with a belt, you say?
Yeah.
That was common back in the day.
Yeah, but I don't think that fathers should be hitting their daughters.
Yeah, well,
I don't think any parent should be hitting their child in general. But
I think I touched my daughter one time, but it happened one time.
But
it did happen one time.
But like, that's technically your first love. You know what I'm saying?